Okay guys, this is the alternative assignment to page 4. We're going to experiment with drawing some shapes the best we can. So get your note card and a blank sheet of paper, and we're going to reproduce these as close as possible. So on the top left, we're going to match this shape. What I want you to do is just draw along two sides like you're drawing a square. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then if you have a tab open to view, there's a couple of stair steps down, and I'm not going to do them, totally perfect, but I'll get them in there. Okay, so now that we have the exterior shape, let's go ahead and put this interior square in. I am just going to freehand it. It's not going to be perfect, but maybe I'll make some corrections because it's not quite parallel. Okay, so we have a vanishing point to follow. Now the vanishing point for shape A is almost directly under this corner. Oops, my pencil just made a mark. Okay, so directly under that corner and off to the right. So I'm just going to guess that's right there, okay? Guess and hope for the best. Okay, so I'll go ahead and start beginning my corners that everything goes to the vanishing point. So I'm going to line up with this first corner, and I'm just going to kind of draw real lightly and see how far out these lines need to go. There might be a desired length that looks better than others, so I'm going to do the best I can. That was a little long. So first I'm just going to, draw these corners to the vanishing point and then check out the lengths. Okay, so we have all of those receding lines, and then of course there's going to be one right here inside this box. Okay, those are all the receding lines. I'm going to begin with the most awkward looking edge, which is this one, because it's going to dictate where this goes. So I'm going to go ahead and slide that over and line it up. Okay. This one needs to be a little bit longer to meet this edge. Okay, so we have all of those edges headed towards the vanishing point. Now this interior square, which kind of looks like a window, make sure that this side and your line are parallel. Okay, so this shape A is complete. So I'm going to move on to shape B, which is a U, and I'm going to draw it in first and then see if I can fit shape C in the side. So I do not have anything to match the curve, so I'm just going to draw in a U as close as I can. and it's not going to look totally perfect, but do the best you can. All right, so then shape C has a 90-degree angle and it's a little bit higher than the U. So I'm going to begin with that. Okay, so it has stair step again, just like the one on the left, just a little bit different. As long as you're matching this the best you can, that's all we can do. Okay, so that is as close to that shape as I can get. Now the key is just having the vanishing point in the matching location, which is right here. Okay, so we're going to just kind of mark that this one goes there. This U has a vanishing point that is off to the side as well, like right here. So I'm going to put VP for B, VP for A. This is A, B, and C. All right, so I'm going to begin with this one with C. So I'm going to line up again my corners to the vanishing point. Oops, that one didn't quite meet the expectation. So every corner goes to the vanishing point. Okay, so we have all of these receding or orthogonal lines. Oh, we forgot one right here on the end. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our parallels in. I think I'm going to start with this side. This line and this line have to be parallel. This base and this line have to be parallel. All right, so now I know, based on this side, that this line is too long. So I'm going to adjust that. Something looks a little bit tricky there. I'm just going to hit this corner and see what happens. So it looks like this one just needs to come down a little bit more. And then all right, so this side is almost directly above, so that edge was not going to show, but I do need to check and make sure that I don't think that corner right there. So if I line this corner right here on the vanishing point, oops, I can see that I need to make an adjustment there. Okay, so this is the vanishing point for C. So I want to make a little bit of an adjustment here. Okay, so we have this corner right here that faces the vanishing point. So how far out we want to draw that, we're just going to have to check. This is very close to that, which is going to make it very awkward. Sometimes it's accurately drawn, but it might look a little funny. So I don't think we're going to see very much of that U. I think that this is an exaggeration. So I want you to do the best you can. So once you draw this line to the vanishing point, just see like where the curve, where the visibility is lost over here. Okay, same with this side. Like how far down does that come before it disappears? Okay, you might have to erase that and try it a couple times. It does look a little bit awkward, but we're doing the best we can. All right, so we're just gonna do one more shape. There is 2 more, but I think that shape D is almost exactly the same as shape C, just turned upside down. So I'm going to reproduce shape E as best I can. Just remember, if you're not using your card, it can't look too crazy. All right, so I prefer to use the card the entire time just until you get a little bit more experience. Okay, so this is shape E. All right, so our vanishing point for shape E is off to the left of this corner. All right, so I am going to draw all my corners and wrap this up as quick as possible, but I'm going to try not to rush through my work. I'm sure you guys are doing a great job. Let's see where this corner goes. Kind of wondering about this little guy. Where is he going to go? Yep, something like that. Just always looking at the vanishing point. Okay, so I don't think I drew my vanishing point low enough for this one. So that one's going to be a little bit awkward. But if I was going to go in and put in my parallel sides, I think I would start with this one. So parallel, parallel. This one I'm going to need my card for sure. So lining this one up, sliding it over. Let's see what happens. It looks a little bit tricky. Looks like if I were to keep these two the way they are, this is definitely going to have to come out. That's going to cause a few changes. So please be aware of that. So where you start might determine a few other things. So just be prepared to erase and make your corrections. Okay, so I feel mostly confident about this one so far, except for this one corner. It's just because the vanishing point is so close to the object. So if that's the case, then this, in order to be parallel, it's going to be very narrow. Base is hardly showing. Okay, so this is the end of page 4. Please don't forget to write your name in the corner, and this is your alternative submission, go ahead and submit it to Schoology, and thank you for watching.